What's up, guys, in the works, and man, are my legs sore. I just played a ton of volleyball last night in honor of the Olympics coming to an end. I was playing some volleyball with some friends, and I am super sore. But I sat down and played some Battlefield 3 this morning and got a couple good little snippets of gameplay here. And I'm using the P90. And it's just kind of a weird setup. It's actually something I've seen a lot of people suggest, but it's the P90 with laser sight, because I always use laser sight on my PDWs, at least like the P90, the PP19, even the PP2000, all those PP weapons, you gotta use the laser sight. But I'm using flash suppressor, and you know, optical attachment doesn't really matter, pick whatever you want, but the flash suppressor is something a lot of you guys said actually works well on a couple of these PDWs. I was like, well, you know, I might as well try it out, and I'm here to say it actually works pretty decently. You can go full auto at a pretty decent range. Like, look at that right there. You can go full auto and stay on target, and that's one of the beautiful things about the P90 is you have a lot of ammo and it shoots super fast, and that's why I always have had a lot of fun using the P90. I don't know what it is about this thing. It just looks awesome. It sounds awesome. Every game it's been in, I've always loved the P90. So I'm a big fan of it. It actually made an appearance in the underused weapons. I wouldn't say it's technically underused. I would just say it's more of underappreciated. And you know, I've been thinking lately about, you know, weapon balances, about why, you know, we talked a lot in the underused weapons videos about where we can go from here, because it seems like, you know, it's either M16 or bust, and I see it so much, guys. It's so ridiculous how many lobbies I get into where people are trying their hardest. And it seems like that's just like the antithesis to my kind of playstyle, because I don't try hard. I mean, I don't try to do bad, but I try to have fun. And you know, when a lot of people get in game with me, you know, they follow me into a lobby or whatnot, which, you know, it's fine. It doesn't really bother me that much, because servers are huge. You're bound to run into people that you know in servers. But you know, a lot of them are like, oh, in the works, you're 10-7, and I'm like, yeah, and we're also winning, and you guys are losing, but I'm also 10-7. You know, to me, it's about winning. It's not so much about individual performance. But you know, that got me to thinking. I was like, man, you know, when I've played video games, I've always had a really hard time getting competitive. Now, I enjoy a competitive game from time to time. You know, I had fun playing in the Project PTFO tournament, but that was a different kind of competitive. I'm talking more of along the lines of how people seem to always be in, quote, try-hard mode, using M16, 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 because they're scared that they'll look bad if they have one game where they don't do well. Now, obviously, having fun and doing well kind of go hand in hand, but to me, I've always had a really hard time kind of getting into the zone, trying to convince myself that I constantly need to be playing at a very high level, that I'm not allowed to have a little break and have some fun. So, you know, to me, Battlefield's all about fun, and I was thinking about that because I had a couple people call me out on that in a server. They're like, why aren't you trying harder? I'm like, they're like, switch to the M16, switch to the M16, because I was using the LSAT, and I'm like, no, I don't want to use the M16, I want to use the LSAT. And it's just weird to me that people act the way they do in video games, because I don't know if it's the way I've been kind of brought up, or if it's just the way I've always played, because I've always played video games to kind of relax. And I know doing well helps you relax, so when you're doing poor, you kind of tend to get kind of mad. But to me, you know, just fooling around on Battlefield can be fun in itself. Even if you are dying a lot, if you're doing stupid stuff, you can often have fun. Like the other day, I was running around trying to no-scope people with sniper rifles, and obviously I wasn't doing too hot, but I still had an enjoyable time. And like right now, I'm not using the best weapon in the world. I'm still having fun, and I think that's what's important. But I don't know, that was something I've been thinking about a lot. And you know, the P90 is a weapon that I really do enjoy using. It has a good rate of fire, and like I said, it has a lot of ammo. But it doesn't do a lot of damage, and a lot of people look at this weapon because it has such a wide spread, and spread is something that's really important in Battlefield 3, and the way this P90 shoots, it's really hard to get people beyond the medium range. Now, if you time your shots appropriately, obviously you can get those shots off, but for the most part, the P90 is a very limiting weapon, so you don't see a lot of people taking the risk of having a weapon like this on their shoulder. Most likely they're going to be running around an M16 if they play that way. But it is a fun weapon to use, so try it out. And this is going to be a nice little end to this video right here coming up, so pay attention. I actually enjoy this end a lot. But you know, I've been thinking about some new things I want to do with Battlefield, because I know it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, Battlefield's been out for a while, and we're going to have a big break between this and Armored Kill. Well, I was thinking, and a lot of people do these things, which I'm sure you've heard of, called Road to Commander, and I really wanted to do something that was like a level 1 to level 45 on Battlefield 3 during the double XP weekend only. Okay, it's going to be more like I try to get to level 45 as fast as possible during double XP, so it'll be like one giant recording session. And I'm kind of, I'm worried that if I do that, people won't watch it, people will get bored of it, but I want to do it with underused weapons. I want to make it entertaining, I want to make it something different, because it's cool to watch somebody go through the steps of, going 1 to 45, and I'm looking, it would probably be about 50 videos, so that would guarantee, like, for the next 50 days, we would have, 2 videos a day. So, I don't know, let me know your thoughts on that, guys, because if it's something you guys aren't going to want to watch, obviously I'm not going to do it, and what you guys want and don't want are really important to me, because I don't want to post something that you guys think is just going to be a bunch of stupid stuff. But let me know. I'm really interested to see you guys' opinions, but if you missed any of my last videos, here's a couple that you can catch up on, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.